SpaceX unveils vision for interplanetary travel, the next frontier. SpaceX, the trailblazing company that has revolutionized space travel, is preparing to take humanity farther than it's ever gone before. With Mars colonization on the horizon and Starship, its flagship rocket, set to launch missions that will change the course of history, SpaceX's developments signal a bold, new chapter in the exploration of space. Elon Musk, SpaceX's visionary CEO, has long maintained that making humanity a multi-planetary species is the company's core mission. Today, that vision is closer than ever to becoming reality. Musk recently outlined the company's long-term plans, which include establishing permanent human settlements on Mars, building a sustainable infrastructure on the Moon, and eventually sending missions to the outer solar system. Starship is the key, Musk said during the latest SpaceX event. It's not just a rocket, it's a vehicle for interplanetary travel and ultimately, for the survival of humanity. Starship, the gateway to Mars and beyond. At the heart of SpaceX's ambitions is Starship, the most powerful spacecraft ever built. Towering at an incredible 120 meters tall and equipped with 33 Raptor engines, Starship is designed to be fully reusable, a first in space exploration, and is capable of carrying up to 100 passengers or more than 100 tons of cargo in a single launch. Starship's reusability is crucial for making space travel affordable, and Musk believes that it will reduce the cost of launching missions to Mars and beyond by a factor of 100. The development of Starship has been rapid, with several successful prototype tests, including high-altitude flights and a fully orbital test flight. Each test has brought SpaceX closer to realizing its goal of a sustainable, cost-effective spacecraft. According to Musk, the next major milestone will be to land Starship safely on Mars, a feat SpaceX plans to achieve within this decade. Starship is designed to be a workhorse for deep space exploration, Musk explained. It's the first spacecraft capable of making round-trip journeys between planets. It's also big enough to carry the supplies needed to build the first cities on Mars. A city on Mars, the next giant leap for mankind. The Mars plan is nothing short of revolutionary. SpaceX envisions sending cargo missions to Mars as early as the mid-2020s to begin laying the groundwork for human habitation. These missions will deliver equipment and supplies to create life-supporting infrastructure, including systems for generating oxygen, water, and food from the Martian environment. Our ultimate goal is to create a self-sustaining city on Mars, Musk stated. This won't just be a scientific outpost, it will be a thriving colony where people live, work, and raise families. Musk anticipates that the first human explorers will arrive in the early 2030s, starting with small missions of 10 to 20 people. These pioneers will help establish the first Martian settlement, with the long-term goal of building cities that could eventually house 1 million people. SpaceX's vision includes using solar power, automated farming, and 3D printed habitats to make life on Mars viable. Robotics and AI will play a critical role, performing many of the tasks required to maintain these systems, particularly in the early stages. It's not just about getting there, Musk added. It's about building a future on Mars that's self-sustaining. We're aiming for a new era of exploration that could change the trajectory of human civilization. Lunar colonies, a stepping stone to Mars. Before reaching Mars, however, SpaceX is focused on establishing a sustainable human presence on the Moon as part of NASA's Artemis program. Starship has been selected as the lunar lander for the mission, tasked with transporting astronauts from the Lunar Gateway Station to the surface of the Moon. This marks the first human return to the Moon since 1972 and is seen as a critical step in developing the technologies needed for Mars. We want to create a permanent outpost on the Moon, Musk said. This will not only be a launch pad for deeper space missions, but also a place where humans can live and work, testing the systems we'll need for Mars. Musk described the moon as a test bed for future Martian colonies. The challenges of operating in a hostile lunar environment, such as creating habitats and producing resources locally, will serve as a proving ground for the more ambitious Mars project. If SpaceX succeeds in building a functional lunar base, it will provide the experience and knowledge necessary to sustain human life on Mars. Expanding the reach. The solar system awaits. While Mars is the primary focus, SpaceX has even grander visions of exploring the solar system. Musk has hinted at future missions to the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn, such as Europa and Titan, worlds that could potentially harbor life or serve as future homes for human explorers. Europa, with its vast subterranean ocean beneath a thick ice crust, is a tantalizing target for future exploration. Starship's versatility could one day enable missions to drill into Europa's surface, exploring its oceans for signs of life. Similarly, Titan's thick atmosphere and hydrocarbon lakes make it an intriguing destination for long-term colonization. After Mars, there's an entire solar system out there, Musk said, and Starship is the vessel that will take us there. SpaceX plans to use AI and advanced robotics for initial exploration of these distant worlds, much like its plans for Mars. Autonomous robots will be the first to arrive, scouting the environment, gathering data, and preparing the ground for future human missions. The challenges ahead, a new space race. As SpaceX continues to push the limits of space travel, the challenges remain immense. Building reliable, life-sustaining infrastructure on Mars will require overcoming significant technological and environmental hurdles. The company is racing against time, competing with other private ventures and national space agencies that have also set their sights on Mars and the Moon. But for Musk, the risks are worth it. The future of humanity depends on us becoming a multi-planetary species, Musk concluded. Whether we face a natural disaster or create an abundance of opportunity, the next chapter in human history will be written among the stars. With Starship, SpaceX is not only redefining the future of space travel, but also laying the foundation for the next great leap in human history. Whether it's Mars, the Moon, or beyond, the cosmos beckon, and SpaceX is ready to answer the call.